Guys, and happy Sunday. And today we are doing the tarot outlook for the week of August 26th to September 1st, and the deck that we're using is one that I did use on my Instagram and our Facebook page, which is LWT Tarot Shop, and I got a lot of questions about it. Everybody wanted to know what deck it was. Now this is called the starter deck, and I got the box right here, and this is a pretty old deck. It was from 1986. This particular version is the 2004 version, so it is a much older deck, but it is one of those hidden gems that doesn't cost so much, and it does have writing in the deck. But I really like this deck. If you like the kind of decks that are like literally no sugarcoat and to your face, which is the decks that I love to work with, this is definitely the deck for you. I still believe that you can find it on Amazon. You could probably find it on eBay, but they're going to be more costly and used versus Amazon, that you could buy it brand new for, I believe, less than $20. And this deck I've been using a lot this week, not only for myself, but for the readings. And if you guys ever want to schedule a reading, feel free to head over to www.lightwitchtarotshop.com. And right then and there, you can schedule your reading. Right now, there is a waiting time. There's always been a waiting time for about 10 years or so, but right now my available dates are basically in November. So there is a little bit of a waiting time, but I've never had anybody complain about it. As you guys know, I've been doing this for over 2 decades. Now today, in hair talk, because I know a lot of you send me messages how much you guys enjoy talking about the hair before we get into the tarot outlook, and I did something a little bit different, and I got a little bit brave, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. So someone asked me to do the no product challenge. So yesterday I took a shower. I washed it with the Maui shampoo and the Maui conditioner. Those are actually no paraffins. Listen to me, we're talking about candles. Those are actually no silicones, no nothing like, that chemicals or anything. And they are pretty not expensive. I found them at Walgreens when I was on vacation in Puerto Rico, and I ended up buying the whole line. And then what I did when I got out of the shower, I put some Mixed Chicks leave-in conditioner and just diffused it, because I do shower at night and I just cannot go to sleep with my hair wet, because if you guys have curly hair, you know what's going to happen, right? And then when I woke up today, I didn't know how I feel. I still don't know how I feel. The curls are there. The curl definition is there. Obviously, most of my curls are in the bottom. The good no frizz definition. We know this happens because these are protected by the hair on top. I do enjoy it. Today I did kind of refresh it a little bit with the Playa Second Day Mist, which you can find at Sephora. Once again, it's vegan. It's a vegan product, and it is one of my staples. But I'm not sure how I feel about it, to tell you guys the truth. I'm good with frizz. I love frizz, but usually hair like this to me happens day 4, day 5 after washing it. But you guys are welcome to try it. It is a movement. I believe it's #NakedCurls. And it is a good thing to kind of give your hair a little bit of rest. But I will just say that for me, I need my products. I need my products, because this, once, if I went and not washed it tonight, tomorrow the hair will just be completely flat. So today, let's go ahead and begin what we're gonna do. As usual, we're going to start with Monday, Tuesday, and then we're going to go midweek, and then we're going to go weekend, and then we're going to take a look at the cosmos this week. This week we got a little bit of a rest. Next week is going to feel a little bit more chaotic, a little bit more crazy, but we know we can always counteract that with our crystals, with our meditation. And talking about crystals, today is our sale over at the Crystal Emporium page on Facebook. So if you haven't joined that group, it's free to join. And that's where my husband goes and does his crystal sales, and you could literally find crystals beyond the wholesale price, below the wholesale price. So that's over at Facebook at LWT Tarot Crystal Emporium, and we will be there at 4 p.m. live Central Time. So let's go ahead and begin with Monday, Tuesday. So for Monday, Tuesday, I love that we have the tower. The tower kind of represents the ending of the Lion's Gate, right? We know that the portal was already open and closed. It opened August 8th. It closed, I believe, August 11th or August 12th. And what this is, a month of completely purging. We are letting go of our old ways. We are almost like ascending, shifting, right? So you may realize you may be losing relationships. You may not be into the things that you were before. You may be just purging physically, letting go of all these material things that you're just like all of a sudden feeling surrounded by them. Now, the falling tower is all about complete change, right? And it is a sudden one. So the message here for Monday and Tuesday is to allow yourself to go with the ebb and flow instead of fighting this change. You know, change is hard. Sudden change is unexpected. Is hard. Nobody likes it. We like to be in our safe zone. But what makes it even worse is when we try to fight this change, when we're trying to control it, when we know I can only control the way I react to change. I cannot control change from happening, right? So this is completely about abandoning the things that we thought we were into, the people that we thought we needed, and all of a sudden we're feeling the ascension shift of like, wait a minute, it's not how I thought it was, right? So what we see here is going with the ebb and flow of these unexpected events and knowing that even though sometimes it feels like a downfall when change happens, there is a beautiful lesson to learn there. So keeping ourselves positive. You know, every time something happens in my life that shakes me up, after I have a tantrum, of course we got to keep it real, I have to freak out a little bit. I then bring myself back to center saying, wait a minute, there's a lesson here, right? So I love how we start with the tower, still very in tune. This is the last week that we're going to be feeling those massive effects of the Lion's Gate, of Sirius and the Sun. So of course we start off the week with that purging, right? Now for Wednesday, Thursday, we have the Four of Coins. When we see the Four of Coins, this is, you know, how much we enjoy working our butts off in order for us to get the things that we like, right? This is being very careful when it comes to helping, because you may be surrounded by someone who is extremely ungenerous. You are a very generous person. You work your butt off, but not only that, you like to make people feel good. You are a giver. The Four of Coins comes and says, be very careful with the people surrounding you. Make sure that no one's coming to help to get your help because they expect it. These are the people that honestly, if you can help, they will get mad at you for one reason or another. And then we feel like, oh, I should help them. I don't want them to get mad. And we don't see it at the moment, but that is their form of controlling us. That is a form of manipulation. So what we see here is continue to be generous. Just have some kind of balance there. Have some kind of draw a line with boundaries. You know, like I can help, but also don't use me. Right? So I like that. The Four of Coins for Wednesday, Thursday kind of says just follow your gut instinct. If something doesn't feel right, just really trust it. And I know it's hard, you know, because we also have our hearts, but our gut instincts will never fail us. Now for the weekend, we have the Ace of Wands. So we are dealing with the energy, with fire, with creating something, bringing something new, right? The Ace of Wands is all about our fire, our energy of creativity, our energy to build something new. It's almost like a start of an undertaking, but also finally feeling this coming weekend that fortune is on our side, right? This is all about gaining. So those ideas that you've been playing around with, maybe it's time for you to put them on the table and see where you can go with them. This is it's almost like the beginning of a meaningful experience. So next weekend, your energy is going to feel lighter, and that's because we're entering September. So we're leaving behind August, the month of the Lion's Gate. So I really do like these cards. I do believe they go very well with the cosmic energy. Now, taking a look at August 26th to September 1st, there's 3 trines to Uranus. There's a new moon, which we know as the it's not the super dark moon, it's the super new moon. It is known as the super new moon because the new moon that's happening on Friday, August 30th, it is the second new moon of August. So every time you have 2 full moons or 2 new moons, we call them super, we call them blue, right? There's also a sign change bringing surprisingly happy conclusion to the summer. Now it all begins tomorrow, Monday, August 26th. 6 when Venus tries Uranus for the second time this year and opens up a time of experimentation with old and new relationships and freedom-loving friendships, right? So we see the Tower there. We are entering these new stages. We are now seeking like-minded people. So there's a beautiful thing happening, a beautiful shift. Also, the excitement continues as Mars makes its only trine of the year to Uranus on Wednesday, August 28th. And although this means it's time to fly your freak flag as high as you want, you also have to... It's good taking unnecessary risk, but you have to do this with moderation. So if you're feeling this pull of just being wild and crazy Wednesday, just do it with moderation. We could all be wild and crazy. We're all wild and crazy, but we need some kind of moderation. We don't want to be the wild and crazy that end up getting in some deep poop, right? So communications of all kinds of reach a much more practical level when Mercury enters earthly Virgo on Thursday, August 29th. Now, for the next 3 weeks, Mercury will be hanging out in its home field where communications are about the facts and nothing but the facts. So you have to be extremely careful for the next 3 weeks if these people that talk to you in a matter-of-fact way. Those people that are extremely close-minded, that what they think is what is, right? This is a time to really bite our tongues, because we know that anytime that we try to kind of make our point across and we're talking to someone with a closed mind telling us that we're continuously wrong, we have to choose our battle. Am I going to get exhausted trying to explain to this person when they're not going to change their mind, or am I just going to bite my tongue and be like, you're not worth the battle, right? So you have the ability to solve any problem that comes your way if you meld Virgo's attention to detail with Mercury-Uranus trine on Sunday, September 1st, which sharpens your intuition. The earthly Virgo new moon on Friday, August 30 is involved in harmonious trine with Uranus that can bring happy surprises to your job or any health issues. So healing rituals are going to be good, as well as abundance rituals, because this is the moon where we plant seeds, but it's completely enhanced because it is the second new moon, right? So this Virgo new moon, it brings beginnings in the areas of your work, your health, and service to others. This is a week where it will be very easy to make adjustments if you're willing to plan and organize. This is also a great week of releasing old ways, cleansing your house, cleansing your energy, just getting ready and getting rid of the old in order to bring in the new. Now, this is not only physical, but this is also internal, right? A lot of times we're holding on to so much from the past, and then we're wondering, why am I not bringing new things? It's because we're holding on. So we're telling the universe, I'm not ready, but we are ready, right? Releasing is not easy. Cutting cords is never going to be easy, but you know when you're ready, because you will feel the urge inside you to just purge, right? So I hope that you guys have an amazing week. So lots of love and light to you all, and blessed be. Bye-bye. See you next weekend.